5x5 and let us know if everything is working properly. Let me get this set up here real quick. I don't know.
Evening, everybody.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure it's all started and going. There we go. All right, let me get chat brought back up here real quick, you guys. Sorry. We're trying, I don't know if you can tell from this, we have like a different setup here going on.
We're opposite side of the room than you normally see us.
Yeah, because I've got my computer right here and in like a big screen so I can see the chat easier. But I think I might wind up moving the camera over this way so that way I can see chat and the camera at the same time, because doing this I kind of have to look sideways a little bit. So I'm not sure. We're just kind of playing around with some stuff just to see what works better and how we're doing it. Also, we've got a couple of fans on because it is really hot in here. Could you guys let us know if that's interfering with the mics or anything, if it sounds bad, or if you can't even tell that the fans are going? I just want to make sure that it's not disrupting, you know, us talking and stuff like that.
First of all, the AC doesn't work because the landlord won't fix it. Second, we just got finished cooking a big ham, and
yeah, so we had the oven on for like a few hours and stuff, and it was getting really hot in here, so we had to bring a couple of fans out. So I just don't want it to be too annoying for you guys. So let's see who's in here real quick. We've got Black Cat, Whirligig, Dark Angel, Minuteman,
Kevin Ramsey,
GMA Nana, VR Lab Girl. And also, thank you, moderators, very much for being here and for helping us out. I really, really do appreciate it. You guys are great. Ontario Proper, Pilgrim Proper, Oki Khan, Michael G. Also, I'm not used to using the computer for like for YouTube and doing chats and stuff like that. So this is kind of new. So I'm usually doing it on my phone or iPad or something. So trying to, you know, make sure that I'm doing this right and typing in there and stuff. I'm getting used to it. So I got to figure out how to get back so I can see all the comments and stuff. Joni Friels, Janice Heckler, Nostradamus. Thank you guys so much for being here, all of you guys. It is so much appreciated. You guys are
very
great.
much so.
So before we get into this a little bit, I just wanted to say, again, we appreciate this so much. Next month, I plan on doing some different things. I'm really, I don't even know how to explain this. I kind of feel bad. Like, I feel like we're not giving you guys, what are you doing? The chair's squeaking a little bit. I feel like we're not giving you guys enough good content. Like, I really want to work on, I want to get an intro going for you guys, get a really cool intro going. I want to work on editing and stuff. I want to work on uploading more videos. I want to do at least 5 videos a week and 2 shorts. And those 5 videos will be like, some will be lives and the rest will just be regular ones. I just really, really want to start giving you guys some more content and stuff. I need to do some things. I need to get StreamYard set up so I can bring on some guests, because I think that'll be very interesting for you guys and for everyone. And then also I'll have you guys just jump on in too. Whoever wants to jump up and just say something or whatever, you know. I want us all to have a community with us. I want to have like a community here, like a good community, and I want us all to just, you know, hang out and talk and things like that. I think it's very important to do. So that's definitely something I'm working on for next month. Also want to get a good mic, because we just have these little, what are they called? Lapierre? I don't even know how you say them. Lapel, I think, maybe. Mics. I want to get like a good mic, maybe a webcam that I can hook up to the computer and stuff to do. Just a bunch of different stuff. I want to really start giving it kind of my all and really working on this. And if you guys could help us by sharing out the videos, subscribing if you're not subscribed, and also even if you are subscribed or you think you are, check and make sure, because apparently YouTube's at it again where they keep unsubscribing people that were subscribed. I had somebody today say that our channel and someone else's, they keep subscribing and then they keep unsubscribing them. So just check and make sure that you guys are subscribed too.
Yeah.
But yeah, because when
not us.
Yeah, it's not us doing it, that's for sure. But just make sure that you guys are subscribed. This goes for all your favorite creators, because they're doing it to everybody. Now I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't even know what else I was gonna say. But yeah, so we have a lot of stuff going on for next month, a lot of fun stuff. I have also put in a pinned comment and on the description, I have put a Cash link or a Cash App link on there. Don't feel that you have to or anything, but if you want to support the channel, it's there to do that. Every single thing that we get sent to us is going to go directly into the channel. So it's going to go into getting a mic, webcam, all that stuff.
Get a decent mic.
Yeah, because right now okay, let me tell you guys a little something. I'm not the type of person that likes to go and buy anything for myself unless it's prepping related. If I could say,
practically twist her arm.
Yeah, if it's prepping related, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that can be used for prepping or something like that, then I will purchase it. But if I'm like, no, that really can't, what can I use? I don't need that, so I won't get it. And that's kind of what the YouTube stuff, and that's why I've taken so long to get some of this stuff, is because it's like, well, it's not prepping related. What if we lose internet? What if, and then I'm wasting my money. So yeah, everything's going to go directly back into this so that we can try to have a good setup and have it going good for our lives and for, just regular videos and stuff.
I was doing some laundry, and I was putting away the laundry, and I was like, Kelly, I've got more clothes than you do. That's not right.
Yeah, I don't have very many clothes or anything. I just don't like to buy things for myself unless it's prepping related, and clothes to me aren't. So
her latest purchase of a firearm, I had to talk her into it and say it would be.
Well, the only reason I even went for that was because to me that is prepping related. It's for security and stuff. So that was why I justified getting that.
Plus, I said like Mother's Day, birthday.
Right. Well, yeah, like for Mother's Day and birthday and stuff, I don't get like I don't like jewelry. I don't wear jewelry. I don't see any point in it. I want stuff like that, like firearms and whatever I can use.
And she told me don't buy her flowers. Whew.
Yeah, I don't do the flowers because they just die. So what's the point? They're expensive. They just die. But anyway, now enough with that tangent and everything. We'll go ahead and start getting into the video.
Well,
do you want to talk about some Academy real quick? Is that what you want to talk about?
A couple things.
Okay,
Academy first.
Okay, go ahead.
I sold 2 handguns, and I took that money plus a little bit extra. I ended up getting a Rock Island TAC full-size, high-capacity, 14-round pistol, and that sucker's great. It doesn't kick hardly at all. But anyways, I've got my concealed carry license. Before we went constitutional carry, I got my license. So, and then I bought it from Sports and Guide. They gave you a list of all
Hey, Backwoods. I'm glad you're here. Good to see you.
Sportsman Guide gave a list of all the FFLs that I could send it to, and all the they quoted prices what the transfer fee would be for all of them. I saw some that were 25. I saw 35. I saw 40. They were showing $40 to Academy. First of all, I went there, gave them my carry license. It should have been a real quick process, and it was not. It was a really long, drawn-out process. And
it took like over an hour or something like that. And I was complaining about it. She's like, well, we have to do everything right. It's a firearm. We have to be really careful about how we do it. I'm like, he's got, I don't understand, but.
I've bought firearms before with my license.
Take like 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
You're out the door.
Yeah.
And then she was going to go off to the bathroom and work,
It's a Under Armour one, Joni Friels. It says it's Under Armour. I don't
Show
know
the
if the
back.
back. Is there anything on the back?
Oh, yeah, it
Can
says
they see
freedom
it?
of the flag.
Yeah.
So she hands me 320s. I thought it was going to be $40. I go up to register. It's $60. And Academy's also having military discount at this period, at this point. And I said, well, you're going to apply the military discount? No, we can't do that.
And then also, when I walked in there, I had to use the restroom real quick. So I walked to the back of it or whatever, and I noticed there was a restroom. It was for men and women, and I'm like, what the heck? And I came out, and I was about to tell him. I said, man, this place is going completely woke and stuff, and I'm not shopping here anymore. And then we started having the deal with, you know, them taking forever and the $60 and stuff.
Oh, plus, right from the beginning, Kelly saw a Kimber, sweet-looking Kimber 1911, and she wanted to look at it. When we first walked up there was 2 people working there, working on one person's transfer fee. And I said, could we see that pistol? Could we see that pistol? I mean, she liked it so much, she might have bought it. But I don't know if I'm gonna ever buy anything else from
Yeah, and I told him too. I was like, he's like, you want to talk to the manager? I said, yeah. Well, the manager was the lady that did the transfer fee and stuff. I'm like, well, this isn't getting anywhere. I'm like, you know what? You guys just lost out, because I said there was that, and then there was another Canic. I've got 2 Canics already, but I kind of want to get all of them because I just love Canic so much. So, and I was good. I wanted to look at that one, and then the Kimber, and they still had never even let me see them or anything. Didn't even come back to show them. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Screw it. I said, you guys just lost out on a bunch of money.
Academy a lot of business.
Yeah, I mean, I've bought a lot of. I think this is a shirt that I bought there because they have a lot of Under Armour and stuff, and I like supporting Under Armour because they're really good for veterans and stuff like that, and they're not a woke company. So I like buying Under Armour. However, I'm getting it from Academy, so it's still kind of a woke thing. They don't have an Under Armour store around here, but I guess I'm going to have to order online from them, you know, but...
Want to see the back of my shirt?
Oh, I don't...
Can you see it?
Can't... Yeah, I think... Yeah, you can see it. Yeah. But, all right. Are we done about our little tangents now? We can start with this stuff?
There was something else, but I can't remember now.
Well, maybe we'll come back to it.
Oh, some news on our trying to get a home front.
Okay, yeah.
How long ago was it? Just a few days ago that they contacted you?
Yeah, it was like 2 days ago, so tomorrow I'm going to do all the paperwork
Well,
and
you know,
stuff.
there's this realtor that supposedly hooked up us with a mortgage lender, and they've been stringing us along.
Hey, Bamajan, good to see you. Mary Miles. Hi, guys.
And all of a sudden, we get a message from Veterans United saying that they had been keeping track of our credit score, and our credit score had now improved enough to get a VA home mortgage.
Yeah, now they just need proof of income and stuff like that. So tomorrow, that's what I got to do all day is get all those paperwork and stuff ready for them to send over. So hopefully they'll be quicker about it and they'll be able to get it on the ball. Because the other place, I don't even know what's going on. We did that like 2 months ago or something, and they're just not telling us anything. They're not contacting us, letting us know anything. So I'm like...
And this morning, after I did some chores around the house, I was going to go to the gym. And I went to walk out the front door. There was a box on our front doorstep from Veterans United.
Yeah, they sent us like a flagpole holder thing and a booklet of stuff. I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, and a pair of socks.
A pair of socks.
But
I thought that was
here's
weird,
your new flagpole holder for your new home.
Yeah, so I think they're going to be working on this really good for us. So
it looks like
really excited. The next thing I got to do is find a location, figure out where we want to go. Honestly, it's going to be a house, whatever house and property looks good to us.
We're shooting for at least 5 acres.
Yeah.
More would be better.
It's not going to be necessarily the area. It's going to be more of the property and what we want for a homestead and stuff.
Rural.
Yeah, all I know is I just
secluded,
want to get out of this
trees.
city. It's just getting so horrible here. So, yeah, definitely.
I want us to be able to be on the road that our driveway goes out to, I want to be able to drive by her property and not see the house from the street.
Yeah, that would be great. Okay, you guys. So you're ready to talk about some stuff besides our little rants here and stuff. Okay, we have a lot of different things that we're going to kind of talk about today. I think the first one, you want to talk about the Plandemics and stuff, what happens? Okay, well, you guys know that they have finally officially ended the COVID.
Oh, and just, VA's been kind of a stick in the mud, requiring masks.
That's what I was just going to say, too. Okay. This is what I did not like, okay? I never wore a mask, except when we went to the VA, we had to. And he has to go. He had appointments. He has had surgeries and things like that. So we didn't have a choice. We had to go. We had to wear a mask. Absolutely hated it the whole time, but you got to do what you got to do. And we went to the VA, was it yesterday or the day before? Yesterday.
And I went to the clinic about a week ago.
Yeah, and finally...
No masks required.
No masks are required because they've lifted the pandemic and everything. Although a lot of people were still wearing masks there, I did notice. They had them on the tables for you when you went there, and a lot of people were still wearing them. But some of the doctors and nurses and stuff weren't, but a lot of them were.
Looked to me like most of them weren't.
Most of them weren't?
Were not.
Yeah. But there were still some people, but yeah, quite a few weren't. So I was like, good to see that. But now,
some people are just sheep.
And that kind of brings us to this next one. Now, what if there's another Plandemic, which could happen? Which conspiracy theorists, let me think that maybe this one is now gone because they're trying to bring about another one.
Yeah, socialists do like masks. They like to make sure that public masses are beat down.
Yeah. But could they be possibly thinking about bringing another one? Another type? Maybe this one, instead of directed at the older people, like this last one was mostly, you had to worry if you were a little older and had a compromised immune system. And maybe this one is going to be geared more towards children.
Yeah. I mean, they were talking about older people were in such high risk, and I'm no spring chicken. I got it twice.
Well, didn't Donald Trump have it too? So, and I mean, he was fine from it. And
well, the first time we know we got it, we never were tested, but
yeah, we were just really sick, and it was at that time, and like we were so tired and couldn't get out of bed, so we assumed it was, but we never went and got tested. The only reason we knew the second time was he was supposed to have surgery on his hand, have carpal tunnel surgery. Well, they make you...
Good to see you, Papa's Farm.
They make you do a COVID test before the surgery and stuff.
And I tested positive.
And they called and said that he tested positive for it. And so that's...
I thought I was just a little run down. Maybe I wasn't getting enough sleep. Maybe I was working out too much at the gym. I just felt a little run down. But other than that, if I hadn't been tested positive, I would have known I had it.
Yeah, both of the times he got off pretty easy. It didn't bother him that much. Well, for me, I was just so tired. Like I just could not. The first time was worse. I'll have to say that. Like for 2 days, I couldn't even get out of bed. I just laid in bed, couldn't do a single thing. This time, I could get up and move around, but I noticed I was extremely run down. And the thing is, this was in, February? I still kind of feel a little, like I don't feel 100% myself. I feel a little bit run down still. So,
yeah, somebody said they saw a guy with a motorcycle with a mask under his helmet.
Oh my gosh. Well,
you see people driving in a car by themselves with the mask on.
Well, I've seen people walking outside, just walking by themselves down the street and stuff with a mask on. It's like, are you serious?
If you can brainwash people into doing everything you tell them to do without question.
Well, it's kind of like what John was saying on his live today about like the color, the sky. Blue, but if you tell enough people it's red, and then they start thinking that it's red and stuff, it's kind of the same thing.
Well, tell some people a lie often enough, they start to think it's true.
And exactly, like you said, the mark of the beast.
It'll be easier to get
it'll be easy to manipulate people and get them to do things because they're already getting used to it. I think all this stuff is kind of leading up to that possibility. I mean, I don't know. But anyway.
I'll die before I'll take the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
I'm ready to be a martyr for Christ.
Yeah. We probably might have to go underground, so we better get some bunkers going and stuff like that.
Well,
you know?
We get some land. First thing I'm going to do is start digging a hole for a bunker.
You're going to dig your own hole?
Well, I might rent.
I thought you were going to get a shovel and just start scooping it out. I'm like, that's going to take a while.
Yeah.
But, okay, anyway, let's get back to this. So what if they do, what if another plandemic, I'm calling it a plandemic, we can kind of say what we want on these live streams right now just because of our subscriber count. So it kind of makes it nice because we can just talk how we want to talk and we don't really have to worry about getting strikes and stuff. I don't think.
Well,
I don't know.
They got to do something to get Potato Head Joe reelected.
Huh?
Biden.
Right.
An illness.
Oh, so you're thinking that they're going to do the illness to get him?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, that's a different way of looking at it.
Or if they extrapolate it, made it really bad, go to martial law, they can suspend elections.
Oh, okay, Papa's Farm, take care. If we get done with this on time, we'll head over there too afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for stopping in.
Yeah, thank you so very much. Thank you, everybody, for being here.
Yeah, I was trying to read a little bit of chat here real quick.
No,
yeah, Minute Man, what happened to the monkeypox that was going to get us all next?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, what did happen with that? I think it was just talked about, like, very briefly.
Yeah,
and
I
stuff.
think nobody took it seriously, so they said, well, we better try something else.
Well, I mean, how would you treat something seriously? It's called monkeypox. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
It just makes me laugh every time. But I think the next thing is going to be
Well, I don't know if
different.
they're going to be another pandemic or if they'll purposely kick off World War III.
How would you purposely kick off World War III? What do you mean? I mean, I already think we're kind of in World War III, but I mean, actual. Okay, well, that's another thing that we were going to kind of talk about on this too. Was like between Civil War, Revolutionary War, World War III. How do you think this is going to play out? So that's a. So when I'm talking about like World War III, I'm talking about like actual fighting over here in this area because. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. World War II was not ever fought on our soil except for Pearl Harbor, right?
Right.
Everything. So
I think there was. They did something in Alaska as well, but nobody knew about it.
Okay.
And there was a submarine spotted off the California coast, and I think it was sunk, but they didn't. They kind of hush that.
Okay. So
But I would not be surprised to see Russian troops come into Alaska, and I think there's already
that's what I'd be concerned about the most is Russia coming into Alaska.
And I think there's already Chinese sleeper cells in the United States.
Well, yeah, and that's what I was just gonna say. Now that Title 42 has been lifted, and we are actually being invaded right now. I'll say it. There's an invasion going on at our southern border, and nobody is doing anything about it. In fact, New York and other places are kicking out veterans, homeless veterans, from shelters so they can make room, so that they can make room for illegals, and they give them cell phones and give them money and and all this stuff and. Did I hear somewhere that they want Teslas or something, or am I dreaming about that, or I don't know. I swear that they were requesting more stuff like Teslas and stuff. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not
Michael,
sure.
yeah, I think false flag is highly likely.
Yeah.
To draw us in.
Hey, Tiger. Glad to see you. Dark Angel, hi. Dragon Lady, hi. Good to see you.
Well, I've heard that they've already started.
Yeah, coffee first and speak that. Kicking out veterans for illegals is really ticking me off.
Yeah.
Especially as him being a veteran and stuff. They don't care about Americans. They don't care about the people.
Well, the VA's got an unwritten policy.
Well, it's not even the VA. It's just the government in general. But see, my thought about all of this between Civil War, Revolutionary War, World War III, my thought is that they're going to bring, which we're already at each other's throats anyway over here for everything, but they're going to just keep picking at us and just making it worse, where we are fighting with ourselves so much that maybe we start a civil war or we rise up against the government, one of the two things, and then China and Russia go ahead and team up, and then they attack us because we're so busy fighting ourselves, and they're sitting there laughing, and then they attack us and we're done. Mm-hmm. I mean, that would be a worst case scenario in my opinion. I don't know. What do you think? Am I like off my keister on this or what?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think what it needs to happen is what it breaks down to is a war between good and evil.
Well, that's what it is, and that's what it's going to be, is a war between good and evil. And, it's not even really about left versus right, because there are some people on the left that aren't that bad, that aren't evil people. But then you see some people that are evil, and then there's people on the right that are evil too. So, I mean, it's not even, so it's not even a Republican versus Democrat thing. It's,
It's like everything that was considered bad when I was growing up, the liberals, it's like pedophile. There are some of them that want to make that normal.
That's what's going on right now, is they're trying to normalize all that and stuff. Yeah. Oh, and what they were doing, you said second graders or something, where they showed them the cartoon
showed them a cartoon of an erect penis.
Was it second graders? Second graders and stuff at a school up north somewhere, I think. I don't remember. Was it Illinois, Indiana, Ohio? I don't know where it was.
I've got it on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Cincinnati?
Yeah, maybe Cincinnati, Ohio. Maybe
I think so.
Something like that. I'm sorry, but if my child was in second grade and and you were showing them stuff like that and trying to teach them things like that, I just feel bad for what would happen.
There's some bad people in prison. There's some people that made mistakes, but there are actually some evil people in prison. And used to be, even convicts couldn't stand pedophiles. If they went in prison and the other convicts found out they were pedophiles, they probably wouldn't live to see the end of their sentence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but now they're just making it all so natural and everything that people are just, I guess they're desensitizing us to it.
I think they're trying to turn America into a Sodom and Gomorrah.
Sodom and Gomorrah is what, exactly.
I think we are truly in end times.
Yeah.
Good is bad, bad is good, right is wrong.
Yeah, I want to start doing some videos on Sundays. I'm start working on it and doing kind of like a little Bible study type thing, some end time stuff, and just different things like that. So I'm gonna work on that. Maybe next week Sunday I'll be able to do a first one. I don't know. I just want, on those kind of videos, I want to make sure that I have enough time to do thorough research and have it.
Scottish Fitness is here.
So what's that?
McBean Scottish Fitness. Good hi.
Oh, hey McBean. Good to see you. Yes, it is a bizarre world, Michael G. Very much so.
Yeah. I never thought it would ever be like this. It's, I just don't understand.
What's the time on here?
Uh, oh, what? Where?
Time.
Oh, doesn't say.
Hold on 1 second, you guys. Oh, that's 6:30. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to see how long we gone for and what we're doing, so we could. Okay.
Don't want to bore anybody too long.
So, do you guys think that we would that there's enough of us that would want to rise up against the government and do something about this? Because
I don't know. It's like I saw a guy was talking about the possibility of the Civil War, and he says the thing is, Americans are too comfortable. They'll uprise when they become uncomfortable.
exactly, yeah.
And it hasn't gotten that bad yet. I see it happening. I think it's going to happen. But just, yeah. And what I'm afraid of is it's going to be like you'll have pockets pop up that say, I will not stand for this anymore. And the government will be like whack-a-mole, pap, pap, pap. And unless they get together, they're just going to take you off one at a time.
Yeah.
Which I'm not saying promoting violence. I'm just, what options do we have? We tried the ballot box.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. I mean, we tried that, and look at who got into office. And I mean, I still don't believe that was legit. So, I mean, what else can we do if we can't vote for people because it doesn't matter anyway? So, what is left to do then?
I don't know. We got to start at the local level.
Well, I think local levels definitely matter because it's harder for them to fudge the numbers and things like that at the local level.
I think it's time for a national divorce. When I was growing up, it seemed like you had the two parties, they had the same goal. They just had different opinions on how to reach that goal.
Yeah.
We don't have the same goals anymore.
No. Their goal is to destroy the country as quickly as possible. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't even know what else.
And this debt ceiling, just kicking the can down the road, not actually trying to make a budget.
Well, I mean, they're gonna wind up because if they don't fix this or whatever, they're going to not get paid, and you know that they're not gonna go without getting paid.
Yeah.
So, all this is gonna do is they're just gonna keep upping it. We're gonna keep being more in debt as a country. We're never gonna be able to get out of this. If we were personally in that much debt, we would be completely screwed. I mean, we'd probably lose a house, lose a car, lose everything, but the government can just go and keep getting more debt and nothing happens.
It's like what Ronald Reagan said: is don't look for the government to fix the problems, because government is the problem.
Yeah, unfortunately. So if anybody's out there thinking that the government's going to save you from something, sorry, they're not.
And I'm going to vote for Trump, but I am afraid it's beyond.
I was going to say, I don't even know if it really is going to matter a whole lot, because by that time it's going to be beyond fixing, I think. I think it's already almost beyond fixing. I mean, he might be able to reverse the damage a little bit. The problem with Trump being president is that the same thing that was the problem last time was that he was trying to do things and everybody was pushing at him and trying to stop him from doing things.
And he's not perfect, but he's perfect compared to Biden.
But he couldn't get as much done as he had said he was going to, because everybody else kept pushing against him and not letting him do the things he needed to do. So that's kind of,
Well, it didn't help that the Republican Party wouldn't support him. You had too many never Trumpers on the right side. Um, I have to say, I do not. I despise the Democrats. I despise everything they stand for. But I will admit they will hold the line.
if they would just put that much energy into fixing things
Oh, yeah.
and doing something right, this country would be perfect. I mean, they put so much energy into blocking him and blocking the Republicans for everything that they want to do. If they just use that energy for good, this country would be great. It seriously would be.
You have everybody on one party votes one way and everybody on another party votes another way, and nobody. That's a problem. I used to say I'll vote for the candidate that I says things that I believe in, left or right. Right or wrong, I now vote straight Republican ticket. And the midterms, I think the reason why they failed so miserably is they did not pick good candidates.
Yeah, I think that was part of the problem.
They thought
there's
there's going to be a red wave, so we can throw anybody in there.
I disagree with you a little bit
Uh-huh.
because I wouldn't just vote Republican no matter what. I would vote for a Democrat if they stood for good things, or if the Republican candidate was just a piece of garbage.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Or even an independent, I would vote for. If I believe if they had some good values and wanted to do certain things to fix things. I used to only vote Republican, but then there are just too many rhinos out there and people that I just honestly don't.
I'm absolutely voting for Trump. I even might campaign for him. Yeah.
Okay, well, hopefully.
Oh, what's everybody think about, what was the lady, Congress Senator? What do you think about them starting procedures for impeaching Biden?
Yeah, I'm kind of torn on this. First of all, it's great that she's bringing this up and doing it finally.
Anybody remember what her name is?
Yeah, I can't remember. Do you guys remember what her name is? That I was trying to look this information up before I sat down, but we had so much stuff going on, I didn't get a chance to.
Let's go, Brandon.
But
Wolverines.
Beaverines.
Oh, Beaverines. I watched too many Red Dawns.
I was like, we're not Wolverines. But I think it's going to be kind of like
Long Island IC.
What happened with Trump. Trump got impeached, but it didn't matter. He still finished out his term.
It's just eyewash.
It's just a show.
The
Senate's not going to let him impeach him.
The House will impeach him and the Senate will shoot it down.
So there's really it really doesn't matter. Basically, all they're doing right now is just taking up time doing that when they could be doing something else, I guess.
If they impeach him, Chuckles would be president, and she's probably even more of a puppet, easily.
Well, then they would probably impeach her too, because everybody would go for that because the Democrats do not like her either.
No, but
in fact, they're saying that Biden should have a different running mate for the next one. He's not going to have her, so I don't know whether he's going to do that.
But on the plus side, if the president and the vice president are gone, then instead of Nancy Pelosi, it'll be Kevin McCarthy, which he's not 100%, but it'd be way better than Nancy, Chuckles, or Potato Head.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to have time or anything to go down that whole line or anything.
No.
The other thing is, if I guess Biden's already said that he's running, he's seeking re-election. Did he say that he is going to?
I believe so, and I believe he said he's going to run with Chuckles.
He did say with her?
I think so. Don't hold me to it.
Okay, because I thought some people were trying to tell him not to do that. I don't know. If he
but
does
a lot of people are trying to tell him not to run either, and he just...
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't even know if he would be the Democrat pick. with all the other Democrats that are running. I mean, the Democrats are just not liking him very much. Minuteman.
Is he in here tonight?
Yeah.
Minuteman, I like this cigar. I have to buy some
He
more of
was
this.
in here. I don't know if he still is. Probably is.
Excellent cigar.
And the other thing is, even if Biden were to somehow win again, he's pretty old. How old is he? 80?
Upper 70s?
No,
early
no.
80s?
He's in the 80s something.
I think he's almost 80, so it'd be like 84.
I thought he was 82
Well,
right now.
I'm sure somebody out there knows. Well, let us know how old he is right now. I mean, Trump, who's...
I was going to say, I'm not even sure if he could make it another 4 years after this term is up. Like, because he's getting up there in age quite a bit.
He seems like he's got dementia to me.
Oh, he's asking which one. Do you know which one that is?
Oh, can you read that?
Probably not very well. I can't read what it says. I don't know anything about cigars, so... Quando or something like that?
Yeah, what's that say below it right there?
I just said I can't read. Handmade imported. Something
Spell it out.
Macanudo or something like that.
I mean, all of
I'm
them.
not sure. He's actually enjoyed all of them though.
Yeah, I've
They're
liked all
really
of them. I
good.
like this one the best so far.
Yeah.
I'll keep the thing on it, and that way I can find it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like this is my third one, and they've all been great, but I really like this. It's nice and smooth. I'll buy this again.
Hopefully that's not a super expensive one.
Well, you know,
You don't smoke them very often though. You know what I'm saying? So.
I might smoke this one today, but usually it's several days that I smoke it.
Yeah.
And like smoke one cigar a day instead of 20 cigarettes.
All right. Hey, Dynamite. How are you doing? Do you guys want to talk about anything else? We got a little bit of time to talk about something else if you guys want to talk about something.
I'm not open up any credit card. We're paying down the credit card we have to even lower. I'm not going to do anything to hurt our credit score until we close.
Yeah, that's been something that we had to do too, because we had a military star card for the BX, the base, and we've had to get that down, the credit utilization and stuff. So we're not doing anything, any other credit cards or anything, keeping everything down low, just keep paying it off. Because otherwise then that will hurt us too until we get finalized and stuff on the property. So that's probably what we'll be doing next week, is looking around and trying to find a property, which could take us a while. I don't know, because it's just so hard to find the kind of property.
Well, the first thing I look at is gun laws in the state. Then I look at taxes.
Well, the hard thing is, like, either it has a really nice house and no land, or there's a bunch of land and a crappy house. So it's like, I'm almost more for just getting something with good land and then fixing up the house.
I'm a good carpenter. I just don't want to. It's still got to be able to qualify for a VA loan, and they're a little bit more picky.
Yeah. Yeah, Dark Angel said was told not to go over 30% on the credit cards. Yeah, that's what we were told too. Someone actually told us if we can get it down to 10%, that would even be better.
This last time we made a payment put us down to about 27% utilization, and I'm working to get down to about 10%.
Yeah, that's what one person actually told us to get down to 10%. Everything else I'd heard 30, so we're getting it down there.
With Veterans United, it seemed like once we crossed the 30% threshold, our credit score took a pretty good jump.
Mary Miles said, I think he's playing a role. No dementia to escape responsibility. Can't hide that evil smirk. You know, I sort of feel the same way. I don't think that he actually has dementia or anything. There was one time he was on the TV or something, and I turned and I looked at him, and I felt the coldest chill run through my spine, and I started shaking because I felt the pure evilness from him. It was really weird, and I honestly feel like he is pure evil, that he is demon possessed. He knows what he's doing, and that it's just taken him over. I don't know. I might be you might think I'm a little crazy on that and stuff, but I think that, or it's not, and he's just, maybe they're telling him to act like that, so people will feel sorry for him, maybe, or something. Maybe he knows darn well what he's doing. He's just a puppet in their game. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Yep, Janice Heckler, most of them are possessed. Yeah, I have to agree with that. We are having a evil versus good, a spiritual battle. All that stuff is going on right now and is playing out before our eyes. And it's going to get much worse.
If you had, when I was younger, if you had told me that it was going to be like it is now, I would have never believed it. I have a hard time believing it now, and I'm seeing it happen.
Yeah, and it's happened so fast too. Just in the last couple years, things have just went drastically downhill in every shape and form. It's kind of crazy how fast something like that can happen. And I'm sure a lot of people don't know what's going on and don't know what to do. So I hope that they find some prepping channels like this, and I hope that they start paying attention and realizing that things are going to get pretty scary and pretty dire here, and hopefully they'll go ahead and start prepping a little bit and stuff like that.
Mine and me, Joe, might be a body double.
Yeah, that's what some people have said. I can't remember. I said something about him being a body double or something like that. They're saying that about a bunch of different people, though.
Oh, they said that about Hitler back in the day, too. He did have, and the dead person they found was his body double, and it wasn't really Hitler.
I don't know. That's kind of crazy. I mean, why do presidents need body doubles and stuff? So, I don't know. So maybe Joe Biden's already dead or something, and it's just a body double out there.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, I forgot about that movie. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Oh.
It'd be funny if it wasn't so serious.
Teresa Buchanan. I also think they drugged the potato so that he forgets who he really is.
Yeah, Mary Miles says his eyes look black sometimes.
Yes.
That which is a sign of being possessed.
It was one of those times he was doing something on TV, and I felt it all through my body and through my soul. I literally started shaking, and I was like, and I looked at him, and his eyes were completely black. I mean, it was just black, and I'm like, that's not good. I thought I was just kind of crazy with that, so I'm glad that someone else noticed that too,
you're
not
the only one. So.
That makes me feel a little better, because honestly, I thought maybe I was crazy or something, but apparently other people are noticing the same thing, so that makes me feel better. I'm not crazy. Well, I might be, but not about that.
Good crazy.
Okay. All right, you guys, anything else you guys want to talk about or anything? Before we go, Mr. Do Nothing houseplant in the Oval Office. Yeah, Weekend at Bernie's was a sweet movie. I haven't seen that forever, and you mentioned that. I'm like,
wasn't there a sequel?
I think there might have been a sequel to it. I'm not for sure, but that was a good movie. Those were some good times back then. When was that? In the 80s, 90s, or something? That was back in. Yeah. It was good. They had good movies back then.
Yeah.
Good night, Frank Short. Thank you for being here. Trust discernment. It's a gift from God. Yes, it is. There was also another time that this is going to sound kind of crazy too. I think it was the State of the Union address that Biden gave not too long ago. And I was sitting there watching part of it because I really didn't want to watch it anyway, but I was sitting there watching part of it. And all of a sudden, I just started bawling and crying because I felt actually God show me how upset that he is with the country right now. It went right through me, and I just started bawling because he is so upset and so mad with the way things are going. I think Biden was talking about, I think it had something to do with children. I don't know. It was something crazy or something that just was not right. And that whole speech was just not right again with him. So, yeah. So, I just don't even watch him or anything anymore because it just freaks me out too much, because too many times I feel like he's just bad, bad, bad. So
I end up yelling at the screen too much, all his lies.
well, not just his lies, but the press secretary
John,
and
whatever
her John Pierre or whatever her name is, and
liar in chief.
yeah, she's worse than the circle back lady.
Yeah.
But all right, you guys, then I think we're gonna go ahead and call this a night. I was trying to read up on these. Stock up on bullets, beans, and biscuits. Yes. I think Biden was born lying. Yeah, that's a big possibility. All right, you guys. Well, you guys have a wonderful night, and thank you so much for being here. And God bless you all. And we will talk
Have a
to you.
blessed night. Praise the Lord. Pass the ammunition.
And we'll talk to you guys next time. All right. Bye.
Good night.